the ADAC GT Masters Esports Championship is about to get underway here at Zandvoort. Across the grid spots they go, waiting for that signal to go. On the way in towards turn number 1, we're racing here for 15 minutes at Zandvoort in the ADAC GT Masters Esports Championship. Erhan gotten away well from pole position. It's the two Door Esports teammates that go door to door with everyone else behind them. Now single file on the way in towards turn 2 and turn 3, but is there going to be any chaos on the brakes in towards turn 3? It usually happens, especially with the lack of runoff coming through here, but it looks like everyone has gotten themselves through relatively unscathed. Being made, Payich trying to defend from Fiducci back here. Fiducci trying to send it down the inside and, well, rather on the outside, and potentially gets it done. Yes, he does. That is for P18.
So we've lost one driver. Rachel's had issues. Oh, we've got Fiducci around as well.
Yeah. That's a big incident coming out of turn 12, I believe it was. A Williams Esports roadblock here for P3 and back. At least that's what I feel like, because Wisniewski leading Brzezinski at the moment. They'll try and do the swap on the way down the pit straight, but Price is in prime position to be able to capitalize on all of this. He gets a nose to the inside of Wisniewski as well, trying to follow through in the other Williams Esports car's tire tracks. On the exit of the first turn, they still rub doors, still bitter contact, and that is the opportunistic move that we were waiting for from Isaac Price.
Full beans. Here's Leon Rudner now down the inside, and Wisniewski is in real trouble of being freight trained here if he's not careful. He's lost 3 positions. He's about to lose another as well. Yarshel is making the move, and he's lost enough one to Gaster. He is just getting waltzed by.
Yes, and here comes Emre Chian as well. Chian's trying to put yet another nail in the coffin. Why not? Let's get Siggy past as well. That's the situation that it feels like we're in. This is just what happens here at Zandvoort. When he caught offline, you just get absolutely freight trained, and now Siggy to the inside of the Audi S, basically the turn 11, turn 12 complex. Well, he is in the Audi, the only Audi apart from Adam Pinces further down through the field in this race, and now he's going to still stick it towards the inside through these final couple of corners now. It's all come undone. It's all gone to the worst for Wisniewski.
He must have a problem. He must have a problem, Wisniewski, to be struggling this much. So he must be having issues out there.
Yeah.
It does look like his car's crabbing a little bit as well. Now, whether that's a connection thing, I don't know. But he is carrying on fighting. Give him credit. He is fighting every driver that's wanting to come past him here.
Whether this race ends now or we go one extra one, it looks like we are...
I don't think we are. I think we have. Because with the way people have... That is the checkered flag, yeah. Bence Bánki has already gone back to the pit, so...
But it is Erhan that takes the race win for RAG Esports from Mortiz Löhner from Bence Bánki. So the two Door Esports teammates did not complete the swap at the end there. The endurance race at Zandvoort for the event number 4 of the ADAC GT Masters Esports Championship, powered by NBW Mobility Plus. We're off and away in towards Tarzan Bocht for the first time in the endurance race. Another good launch from Erhan Yajovski. He's able to pull ahead on the way in towards the braking zone. Jack Keithley in second place at the moment. It is Krippner that's caught on the outside, though. He falls back 2 positions for the moment, trying to fight side by side with Wisniewski as Wisniewski squeezes his way through on the way in towards turn number 3. Hasn't quite completed the move just yet, and Krippner washing up through the middle of the corner pushes him slightly wide, and Krippner's able to retake the position there, not lose 2 positions on the start there. But what a great opportunistic move for Jack Keithley to be able to get second place off the start here.
Ottaviani's dropped down the order as well. He's had dramas. He's been in the gravel trap there. Hopefully he'll be able to get back running and get going, but there's plenty of moving further down the order. Kevin Siggy is having a barnstormer with Barner.
I like the way he said that, side by side in towards the slow speed section here. The Audi S at 11 and 12. Barner losing out in that instance, has to be worried about Gaster behind as well now. Is simply not enough as far as championship is concerned. Oh, it's been an instant back here. Payich spun around.
Yeah, that's down at Tarzan. Certainly, we've got a pitter. We've got a few pitters straight away. Now, they've got to make sure that they hit their pit box at the exact right time. If they're too early, It won't count. So onto the pit box.
Some fresh tyres going on those cars, some fuel for the end of the race, and out and away they go. Now we'll see if there's anyone angling towards the inside to come down in. Yayovsky stays out. Keithley and Krippner decide to come down in.
I think Yayovsky will have to respond this lap now. The fact that those drivers have come in behind him, they've basically set the stall out now and said, right, come on. Han, we're going to be on the fresher rubber. We're going to be quicker. Straight into pit road. This is exactly what I thought he would do. Make sure you're slow enough on pit entry, which it appears that he was. There's a few drivers staying out. So with Newski, Chian, Rudinger, Price. We've seen Price do that in the majority of last year.
There's a drive-through penalty, though, for speeding in the pit lane for Martin Bánki. So Bánki has been penalised for speeding on the pit lane, and now he's in a fight with Mark Kastner as well to add insult to injury. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to do here, apparently.
And look who's ahead of his teammate after the pit stops with Newski. Has come out the pit lane right in front of Jacob Brzezinski, in exactly the same positions that they were in race number 1. So nothing much has really changed between the two of those. Of this one, as I got Bence Bánki. Yeah, he's lost ground. He was with Jack Keithley, and he's dropped back now.
Yeah, and he's fighting door to door with Wisniewski heading out of the final corner. Give each other room, boys. They do so on the exit of the final corner. Bánki going all the way to the pit wall to try and close off the line. Down in towards turn number 1. Wisniewski trying to commit around the outside. Doesn't quite have an overlap to be able to do that. Isaac Price is the only driver that has not come down on towards the pit lane. And this is more like what we've seen from Isaac Price in seasons gone by, isn't it? He heads his way down on towards the pit lane now.
And this is what we've come to expect of these endurance races, isn't it? Just the that fresher rubber, the different strategy. Bánki opened the door up there to a degree. Wisniewski trying to go around the outside here in the second part, not quite working out for him.
So less than 3 minutes to go now. Erhan Yayovsky's just run away into the sunset. The slight weaving on the pit straight starts now as they try to break the draft. Here comes Bence Bánki on the defense once again in towards turn number 1. Keithley will try and park the bus on the apex to try and back him up into Wisniewski. Oh, he has over Jack Keithley. He might be able to get this done in towards turn number 11. Bánki from defense to offense. He sends that Bentley down the inside, and he has gotten himself past Keithley. This is crazy stuff here in the last couple of laps here at Zandvoort. Bánki, you're an absolute beauty.
Absolutely sensational stuff from all three of them. Wisniewski gets into the back of his teammate, who gets into the back of Bánki. Bánki gets pushed wide. It wasn't intentional, that's for sure, but that is what can happen when you run so close.
But it's the man from Macedonia that has a perfect day here at Zandvoort for event number 4 of the ADAC GT Masters Esports Championship, powered by MPW Mobility Plus. Erhan Yayovsky scores maximum points here today, but I gotta say, driver of the day is Bence Bánki, who holds on for the P2. Not only holding on, improving position in the last couple of laps up into P2 as the Williams Esports plan backfires in their faces. Erhan Yayovsky P1, Bence Bánki for Tour Esports P2. I think there's going to be there was a lot of shouting of jubilation in the Tour Esports Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever they use after that, because that was crazy. Keithley P3, Wisniewski P4, Brzezinski P5. It's a string of 3 Williams Esports cars from P3 to P5. There it is right now. So Bence Bánki, 229 points. That is only 4 points ahead of Christopher Högfeldt. Jack Keithley P3 on 202, and Erhan Yayovsky with a double race win here today. He's on 191, so edges just a bit closer